far. Process. Terrific. Let's crack on with some flexibility studies, shall we? Can you show me what you've been working on?
I beg your pardon?
Flexibility,
Show.
Hector McDonald. Show me what you've been doing.
Yeah. Well, I've been working. We're starting on page 7.
Yeah, great.
I've been going through each of the B flat horn, and then what I do on 9A, I've been going through all the B flat and the F side and going up and then going down and going down further and then going up.
Great.
And then going down to F and going down to G and then E and going down to that and then, go down, go down, go down. And you're right, the F side on the 1, 2, 3 is a little bit of a struggle, but I think I got it. I don't know. I've been working on that.
Great.
Now,
I'm sure, even if it's not perfect, that it's progressing, which is the main thing.
Well, it is, and I'm fascinated by it.
Good.
I mean, I love the deeper sound of the more mellow tones, the type of thing. And you talked about flutter tongue, Alex. In Spanish, when we wrote, sorry, I was highly exactly.
Great, terrific.
But when I do it on the horn, I feel like I'm spitting everything. It's terrible.
So we'll come to that. We'll come to that in a second. The first point I want to talk about. Why is 1, 2, and 3 on the F side so challenging? Well, it's the longest your instrument can be. So if you just pick up your French horn and blow air gently just with the thumb down, so B flat side. Just observe how that feels. Terrific. Yeah. Now, while you're doing that, swap to 1, 2, and 3 on the F side. Do you feel...
Yeah, it's longer.
It's so much longer. So your air has to work harder. It's also, especially in that register, that's a really awkward space. That real estate on the French horn from middle C to the F sharp, that's like smack bang where most of us change from our high chops to our low chops. So we're right over the break between the two. Yeah? Cool.
Okay.
Now, flutter tongue. You can do that.
I know, but...
So listen.
Oh, gosh.
Can you play a G for me as loud as you can? No flutter, just volume. Do. Great, well done. Now, see if you can include the flutter. Permission to sound awful. We're not trying to sound nice, we're just being raucous, yeah? Through the horn. Give it a go. So you still have to form an embouchure. You still have to buzz a note.
Yeah, but...
Yes, but what?
But when we form an embouchure...
Yeah.
How that... Where is your tongue when you flutter tongue? Where is it, Alex? Where is it located?
Where is it
Where
for
is
you?
the flutter tongue taking place?
Where is it for you? Because I imagine it's the same. Where?
Yes, where?
Right behind the front teeth.
Okay.
In the mouth. Yeah, cool. So now can you go, instead of going, can you go, Terrific. Well done. Yes, exactly that. So that, listen, well done. That is very close to the shape you form when you do an embouchure. Now, instead of going and singing at the same time, can you just go and flutter and blow? Show me this. Good. Now, still move air. Just flutter as well. Great, Esther. Terrific. So just do that through your horn.
Yeah, but when I tried it in the past... Never mind.
Yes, it's a hard thing. It's a new skill to learn. So chances are you'll be rubbish at it for a while. That's why we work on it.
Oh, thank you.
Cool.
What's the purpose? What's the purpose of this, Alex?
What do you think the purpose of flutter tongue might be? Guess.
Well, let me think.
Yep.
So I have an accent in the music, more or less. It's not
Well,
the same. It's not the same as a double tongue.
no. Good guess, but no. So flutter tongue, one, it's a technique. You may be required from time to time to flutter tongue in music if there's instruction to do so. That's the first point. So it's an important skill to have, same as double tonguing or a trill. The next point is that for our practice, flutter tongue only works if you are using really high quality air. Right? So if you are fluttering, you therefore must be using good air. And so it forces us to engage with the instrument with good air. That's the first point.
But I can do that without taking a breath.
I know. Can you do that on your horn, though?
No.
Not yet. Cool.
Because, oh, Alex, forget it. It's just the tongue is not behind I'm trying to figure it out.
Almost the roof of the mouth area, right? But it's behind the teeth. It's not coming at your lips, is it? You're not like this. It's not a raspberry.
No, it's not
You'd be from Barcelona if you're speaking like this, right?
Well, if you have a lip in your mouth.
Yeah, in Barcelona, that's right. But we're not. We're just playing the French horn. So, try. We're squeezing here. And then you're buzzing. Play a G. Nice, Esther. Yes, good. So, again, permission to sound awful. Permission to make a cacophony, a raucous, right? We're just developing and exploring this technique. So chances are you're going to sound a bit shit in the short term, okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome. But that's okay. What I want from you is to persist and try and... It's like when we stumble, I want you to stumble out the other side instead of just fall over and stop. That's not what I want from you.
No, I'm not going to... Hey, I'm always getting up, Alex.
Can you do that? So play a G and then introduce the flutter. Good. Keep blowing, even if it stops. Good.
Yeah, but it's not. The reason I asked, right behind the teeth, is more or less in the middle of the mouth.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Yeah. That's not behind the teeth.
Well, it's not. Yeah, great. I'm not seeing your tongue, so therefore it must be behind your teeth, right?
Well, yes, but it's not.
Doesn't have to be against the teeth. It's just behind the teeth. If these are my teeth and your tongue's back here somewhere, that's still behind the teeth, right? It's not out here. Right? So don't be pedantic.
Yeah,
don't be pedantic. That's my job. It's behind the teeth.
No, you're not.
No, I am.
Not.
Can we? Let's try it through the back of the mouthpiece. So blow and flutter. Keep trying. A few more goes. Good. I like that. Yes, that's...
I feel like I'm spitting, though, instead of buzzing, Alex.
That's fine. You will produce a lot of spit doing this.
Oh, great. Thank you.
It's all right.
Oh, gosh. Oh, come on. No,
Good.
that's not. You're clearing your throat. No.
Ah, okay.
Because I could...
Good. That's a good way of doing it. So, nice.
Yeah.
And making sure it's a flutter, not a growl.
Well, what's the difference?
Is a growl.
Because I heard that... I happened to look it up online, and they were demonstrating the flutter, and sounded like a dog going that type of thing.
Wow. So there's two techniques. One is a growl, right? So you're making a secondary noise in your throat. This is not that. We are moving our tongue, just like you would roll your R's. Buongiorno, grazie. Right?
My
It's that
goodness
same.
gracious.
It's the same technique, and we're just doing that while we're buzzing.
Okay. I know, good. I have to work on that.
Good. I want you to. So we're going to keep coming back to that over the course of this lesson. The goal being that eventually.
That's interesting. Yeah, that's interesting, Alex. I'm really fascinated. Don't think I'm not. I am. I'm very curious and I'm very fascinated with that type of stuff.
So that was the first technique, flutter tongue. And the reason we like flutter tongue, one, it forces us to blow. You can't flutter if you're not blowing. So if it's not working, chances are you're not blowing. Secondly, how we sound while we play is an enormous distraction. Right? We're so bothered and caught up in sounding good that it often gets in the way of us achieving that. Right? If we're thinking process versus result, if you're focusing on the result, there's no clear path of how we're achieving it. So when we flutter tongue, we take it out of the equation. You can't sound good while you flutter tongue. It sounds awful. Right? And so all of a sudden we have capacity. We're freed up to think about the airstream and the posture and the ease of how we're engaging with the instrument. Right? And then when we go to do it for real, we do everything exactly the same minus the flutter tongue. Everything else stays the same. Yeah? So that's why it's so useful.
Interesting. Okay.
The second, yeah, good. And the fact that you can do it already is a massive advantage. I had my previous student that I taught this morning, he can't do that. He can't roll his R's yet.
Well, that's because as a Spanish that I've had to learn.
I know.
And where did you get your roll from? From a language or from French?
Singing and Maori. So in Maori they roll their R's. It's a softer R. You're not going Aotearoa. Aotearoa. It's just a R, like a single the R.
Okay.
Flip.
Well, actually, that roll is soft. It's not a loud growling sound.
Yeah,
it's just
and
a quick
I also
sound.
I did a lot of singing when I was at school. I did a lot of I had singing lessons and did opera and stuff. So learned how to speak Italian and French and Spanish and German and stuff.
I was going to say, how the heck?
Cool.
Well, your
All right,
Spanish
so
isn't bad.
I have an excellent ear. I'm very musical and I can pick up on accents and timbre and inflection really, really well, all those subtleties. I couldn't tell you what I'm saying, but I can parrot back things convincingly. Yeah, cool. All right, the second technique that we're going to work on, I mentioned, is hand stopping. All right? And for the same reasons. One, you can't hand stop if you're not blowing well. So by hand stopping and getting a good sound, you're forcing yourself to engage with the instrument with quality air. Secondly, you're guaranteed to sound awful when you're hand stopping. So again, we're taking away, like it's not a beautiful sound, is what I mean, right? It's got a real snarl. That's not nice, you know? So by practicing hand stopping, again, we're taking away the pressure of sounding good. We can just focus on playing well. And if you combine both of those things, hand stopping and flutter tongue, it's a really excellent way to develop your airstream and to build really strong chops. Okay? So here's a G. Here's a G. I'm doing it open on the F side. Can you find that note for me?
Esther.
Very, very fine. I like that you forced yourself to slow down a second and coordinate yourself, and then it was good. So now we're going to close the bell of our instrument with our right hand. Right? Have we done hand stopping together before?
The only thing we've done a little bit of it is when you put the hand, like for example. That type of thing.
Okay. So what I want
I mean, I'm not changing my lips.
No.
Just the bell.
So here,
oh, that way. Okay.
here my hand is open, right? You can see
Right.
in
Yeah.
there that there is not daylight, but space in that space, right? So when I close, this is hard to demonstrate. I just go like that.
I know what you're saying. It's like closing the door. Yeah.
So all I'm doing is hinging at the wrist. Do you see that? Nothing else is moving.
Right. Right.
And then hopefully I can show you this. The space. Gosh, this is hard to demonstrate. So open, closed. The space here along the top and the bottom with the meaty part of my hand, this fleshy bit. Look, you see these two bits? So there's your thumb and there's the other side, that really fleshy pad. That is what we use to close off. Right, so
close the door.
Thumb is against the palm there, right? So there's not like daylight in there. So that's closed. And then I just go, here's my open space, here's closed. Open, close. And all I'm doing, my hand stays the same against the bell, and it's just my wrist that's articulating like that. All right? And the change in sound, there's two things you listen for. One, it's a very meh noise. We want that color to it. The second thing is that your horn is going to sound a half step higher. It's going to be a semitone higher. So if we're playing a G open, and then we don't change any fingering and we go hand stop, it's going to sound like a G sharp. So my lips are playing the same note, but because I'm hand stopping, it's a semitone higher. Can you try that? So open, really loud. And separate. So it's G, stop, close the hand, then play.
All right. All right.
So it's slightly too high. It's slightly too high, so try and get more squish around this part of your hand and really get that color. It's the equivalent of this. Nah, that's what we're after. So I don't want you to sound nice. I want you to sound like crass.
Oh, look at. Well, the other thing is a question. This is a technical question, Alex. Yeah. Your horn's bell is, or your throat of your horn is probably smaller than mine.
Yeah, possibly.
Well, say this is what I have.
Yeah. Okay. Same idea though. You just need to.
So it's still larger. It's a larger.
Yep, it's all right. We just need to be able to close it off. So wherever your hand is, making sure that when we close, right, the fingers are sealed. They're together like this. So there's no air getting out. And then when you pop your hand in, we're not like shoving it in. It's not this. You're not crammed up and pushing it in. It's just like that. So we hinge, right? But do push just a wee bit. Push a wee bit so it's you've got more resistance. Do you really blast it with the hand stopped?
No, it's still not.
That's okay. It's all right. Persist, Esther. Keep trying. Play lots of notes. Experiment. Keep moving your hand until you get that sound. I like that. Keep it closed. Keep it closed.
No, but...
And get that raspiness. Good. That's it. That's the color we like. Can you play louder and longer? Can you hold it? Nice. Same thing. A little bit lower.
A little bit lower.
So you still play the horn just as well as you normally do. It's just closed.
So what note did you want me to play to get it lower?
La, the one I'm singing. Try and find it. You played it already. Just do it again. Hand stopped, remember?
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to get the... No, I mean, it's easier to get... You talking about the G or C, Alex?
Trust your ears. Trust your ears. I'm pushing you. I'm not answering that.
I know you're pushing me. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. So making sure it's stopped. La, and then just play really loudly. Go.
No.
Not far off it. Bit higher if you can. Yes. Good. That was it. You had it.
No.
Yes,
I
you
did
did.
my lips with that. No, no, it wasn't, Alex. That was my lips doing that. I'm sorry.
Oh, well, it sounded like the right note
Is
to me.
going on.
It sounded like the right note to me. Good. Nice.
That was a lot
Nice,
better.
Esther. Yeah,
But
so that's the sound we're after.
I had to get.
Yeah, go on.
I had to readjust my hand because before I cheated a little bit and I used my lips. Not that I was trying to do that on purpose.
What do
It
you
just
mean
happened that way.
What do you mean you cheated by using your lips? I'm not sure I understand.
Because I altered my lips when I played. When I stuck my hand in there, the lips also changed. Not that I wanted to. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I don't know. We could ask the sky why. I really don't have any answer to that, Alex.
I mean, do you mean that you used your lips to produce the nasal sound? Is that what you're saying? Or did you use your lips to play the note? Because that's allowed. You need your lips to play.
Well, I know that's true. Gosh, no, that's a question. What is it, A, B, or C? Probably nothing, none of the above.
Yeah. So, that's fine.
I don't know.
It's okay. It's all right. So, the goal for you, right, is to find that position where it works for you, where we're producing that nasal sound, and it's a half step higher, right? So the way to test it would be to play a G, and then play a G sharp, using the valves, and then do the same thing, G open, do, and see if it sounds the same. So I'll demonstrate. These two notes are open. And then I'm going to see if I can do the same pitches, open, and then stopped, not moving my fingers.
Yeah.
Okay? Can you do that for me? So G, G sharp, using your fingers. Good. Then those same pitches, open on the F side both times, but you're going from open to stopped.
Come on, think a minute.
G. So your lips were still trying to play a G.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
Not bad. And your first priority, Esther, as always, is not to be accurate. Your first priority is to make that quality sound, which is this.
So, but yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, but I'm not working the way I'd like it to.
No, but it's again, I'll just highlight for you. It's not working for you because you're trying to be accurate. You're trying to achieve a result. We don't care about the result yet. It'll come.
No,
the
I'm
result
not
will come.
I got the note, but I'm not worried about. I'm trying to make sure my hand is in the right position.
Yeah.
This darn thing has a bigger throat than yours. I can
that's
jam
right.
it all the way up to the mouthpiece.
Right.
So there's a problem.
We close it in and we push, and then play loud. Play loud. Like really push air through the instrument, so you've got a chance to judge.
Hey, not quite.
Nice. No, but you're moving your lips. So keep playing a G, G sharp. Good. That's a good quality. But
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I say don't move the lips, yeah.
Because at the moment, you're going like this. You're going...
Yeah. No, I'm not trying to. It just happens, Alex.
Good. So, first of all,
Jay.
Excellent progress with that, right? So this is a new skill. We're developing it, and it's coming along pretty quick. Can you try and flutter tongue for me again through the back of the mouthpiece? Don't think, just blow. Yes, Esther. Terrific. Okay, flexibility. Pretend.
I could just first hit the first few beats on these ones,
Yeah,
couldn't I?
yeah. Hey, secret to success for you, my friend. Don't think, just blow.
Mm.
La.
Yeah.
Carry on. C
Sorry.
sharp. Going well. Don't think, just blow. C sharp. Some. Ooh.
C sharp. Oh, you mean D flat?
Yes, I do. Beg your pardon. Second line. Two,
Which
three.
is this is the same thing. Yeah, the
It
same
is the
thing.
same
Yeah.
thing. Do. Thumb,
Esther.
thumb, thumb.
I've got that.
I can
Thank
see
you.
your thumb. You did not have your thumb. That was up. Do.
Thank you.
Hello.
I said, yeah, I know, I know.
Do, 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 do. Go for it.
Hold on.
Bravo. Well done, you. Okay, so
Thank you.
something we need to be aware of for those lower and longer valve
Notes.
combinations, probably from about the A flat downwards, maybe even the A, is
Okay.
that the chin, listen, the chin has to move as well. Right? So low notes need to be, ooh, the chin comes down. And so for
So
that,
it
what
wasn't doing that.
it was doing it a wee bit, but not all the time. I'm just highlighting for you the fact that there is jaw movement. So when I play it, I'm going, oh, yo, 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 yo,
Okay.
yo. And exaggerating that movement is likely to help it come out, right? So that's the first point. The second point is that the first three or so oscillations that you do are usually really good quality. I mean, ya da 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 da. But then as you run out of air, it's the quality tails off. Ya da 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 da. Right, so the effort has to go like this. My effort. Ya da 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 da. That's how it feels when I do it. I'm really
Yeah.
filling it
Well.
up.
Yeah. I have to work on that, Alex. I agree
You
with
have
that.
been working on it, and it's very apparent that you've been working on it because it's going really well.
Thank you.
This is just the next step. So making sure that we're exaggerating, oh yeah, yeah, that movement, and that the air has more energy as you blow. Yeah,
Okay.
cool. So can you see my chin moving? Do you see how much my lips move when I do it? Here's the very first bar. So F to A, right at the top of the exercise. Watch me. It's very minimal movement. Now I'll do the same pattern, the last bar. Watch me. Right, cool. Good. Really, really fine, Esther.
Thank
Show me
you.
this. Show me this. Great.
I still. I'm
Nice.
doing better.
Can you do that through the
I
horn
think.
like this? So same idea.
Oh, come on. I think. Never mind. I think doing that has me too cautious a little bit, Alex.
Yeah.
But
Yes,
what
I
I
agree.
have to do, I have to loosen up on it.
Mm.
And the next time the next lesson we'll have, I'll probably outshoot you with it. I know, I'm just teasing.
Terrific.
I don't
So,
know.
just so you're aware,
But,
you did this through this end
yeah.
very capably, right? You did that really, really well. As soon as we try to do that same thing through the horn, there shouldn't be any difference. Should feel the
No.
same, but as you highlighted, you're getting cautious. You're being careful. I want you to throw caution to the wind. We're just finding out what happens. If we do X, Y, Z, what happens? Show me.
ABC happens.
Breathe and blow. Play. Play, 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 play. Just flutter. Back to the mouthpiece, like this.
Well, I generally, my problem is I can't, I have to learn to do it with the mouthpiece. I start it first, which is probably not the thing to do.
But however you want to come to it, I don't mind. So the progression that I'd like from you is, can you just blow air, no buzz, no flutter, just air? Cool. Can you introduce the flutter tongue to that? Right, look, go like this. I want. Now flutter against that. Can you hold your hand like this so I can see your mouth? I think you're opening your mouth. I want it to stay closed.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, I might be opening, yeah. You're right.
Yeah. So when you're doing it, do it in front of the mirror and watch yourself. So here I am. I'm forming a seal. The air is moving through the mouthpiece, right? And then I'm just adding a layer. And the layer I'm adding is flutter tongue. Can you hear it?
Yes, I can.
Cool. So for you,
yeah,
I think you would never go, no, you would go, and do it that way. You are quite capable of going, grazie, aren't you? Right? Grrr. Do that. Grrr. Fantastic. You don't have to warm it up when you speak, right? So just making sure that what we're doing on the horn is related to that. You don't have to do something new or fancy to make it work. Okay? Cool. Great. That's enough flutter tongue. Let's go back to hand stopped. Here's a G. Like that. Open, closed, open, closed, open. Good. Can the stopped horn be louder? And I would like daylight between each note. You're going, ooh-ah, ooh-ah. I want do, da,
oh, okay, okay,
do.
okay.
Listen. The separate things. I want much bigger space. I'm going to show you again. So I've got time to think about the right hand. You're racing through too fast. So slow down. So play a G and then stop. Put your hand where you think it should be and then blast it.
Okay.
You sound cautious. Can you play as loud as you can for that stopped note? Like really be obnoxious. Be obnoxious in the volume that you're creating. So open G. Not bad. Not bad. So because we're playing so loud, your lips need to be a bit more open to achieve the correct pitch. Yeah? Because you're going too high. You're playing up around a C when you do it hand stopped. Try one more time. G. Stopped. G sharp. Right? It's too high and too cautious. As loud as you can. Yeah.
Oh, maybe this thing, Alex.
My thing that I want you to have on repeat in your head, in your practice, and maybe you should write this down and pin it to your music stand, is don't think, just blow. I want you to write that down for me at the end of this lesson so you've got it. Maybe even get it tattooed here on your hand so that when you're playing French horn, you've got don't think, just blow looking at you in the face.
Yeah? Alex, that is not fair.
Is it not? I had a teacher who used to say to me, it's really easy teaching the dumb students because they tend not to overthink things. And then I went and thought about it and I was like, on the one hand, he thinks I'm smart. On the other hand, I'm overthinking things. So Esther, don't think, just blow. Yeah? Put your hand in position and then boom. Good. Loud and breathy. You're changing your lips. Oh. Yeah. That's exactly it. Think about where you put your hand. Think about how it felt. Think about the amount of air that you had to use and the resistance that you experienced while you did it. Those are the things that I want you to focus on. Can you try and emulate those conditions? Don't think, just blow. Stop. Fantastic. Fantastic, my friend. See what happens when you get out of your own way? It just works.
Well, it's just that I had to put my hand in further, too, because this darn thing has such a big throat to it.
Yes, that's okay. Fantastic. So, yeah, you do have to put your hand in further, right? So, there you go. That is where it needs to be. So, terrific. Within the space of half an hour, we learned the appropriate position of that. Yeah? Cool. So, your goal is to find that position and just get super accustomed to it. So you know how it feels. And once you've done that, can you go through the same process on other notes? So like a middle C. Try that. C.
Huh?
You're playing an E for echo. I want C for Charlie. Oh, middle C.
Come on. Dad.
No thinking, just blowing. Much too high, my friend. We're trying to play the same note.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. No, I want you to. I know you're not playing the same note. I want your lips, from your lips perspective, it's the same pitch. It's the hand that changes the pitch. So what I think you're doing is you're playing a C open, and then you're using your hand and your lips together to try and play higher. But I don't want your lips to do that. Your lips.
I'm not.
What? So maybe you're not. Maybe you're not doing it consciously, Esther.
I'm not doing that at all, Alex.
Well, fine. Maybe you're not doing it consciously, but the fact of the matter is that you played a whole 5 notes higher. So your lips must be moving, even if you're not intentionally doing it. You can't argue that your lips are moving, otherwise it would have stayed in the same register. Fair enough? Fair enough, Esther? Yes, thank you very much. Good, let's carry on. So, making sure that our lips are trying to play that same middle C. Yeah, give it a go.
Yeah, let me have this dumb student's going to try to do it here.
I will love to see that.
Thank you very much, Alex.
That's all right. Esther, what I'm saying is that you're not dumb. You're very smart. But in the context of learning new skills, occasionally it gets in your way because your brain's too busy.
No, it's not. It's not.
Cool. So middle C, nice and
I
loud.
don't. It's not that. It's not that. My brain isn't busy at all. I mean,
Okay.
don't.
Can you play those notes for me, please?
I have.
C. Good.
Okay, now come in.
Oh, good. Can it be louder and a little bit lower? The hand position's good, but you're going all.
No, not working.
So find that
Hang on here.
snarl for me. Grr. That's what I'm after, that character.
Well,
Try.
let's see.
Blast it.
Come on,
Good. That's the
Esther.
correct note. That's a C. Well done.
Oh no, it's not.
Yes, it was. That second one you played. C.
Hmm.
Super loud.
No. Well, try. Well,
Ooh. Good. It's the but it is getting there. It's getting there. So the thing that will give it
Gosh.
the thing, I know, look, it's a new skill. You'll be fine. The thing that is going to give it that character is volume. All right. We don't want to be careful. We're just putting a truckload of air through the instrument and finding out how it sounds. Yeah. Cool. Great. Moving on. Through the mouthpiece. No thinking, just blowing. 2, 3, go. Nice. Good. There was air. I could hear that there was a seal because the air was coming out the end. Try again. Oh, yes, Esther. And if you happen to buzz a note, that's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing, right? Just keep going. Good. Yes, yeah. So then, can you sustain the buzz and the flutter? Can you sustain the buzz and the flutter? So both buzz and flutter.
Interesting. Well, let me see. Oh, good.
So with each of these things, both with hand stop and with flutter tongue, you must play loud. Yeah? Must. Otherwise it won't work. So no caution, no carefulness, just.
Well, I'm not trying to be careful.
Great, Esther. Great, Esther. Well, I don't think you're trying to be careful. However, what I'm observing is that you put a lot of air through. I can hear you fluttering, and it's got a large volume, a large quantity of air. But when you go to produce a buzz, it's substantially softer. It's much less air. I don't think you're doing it on purpose, but that is what's happening. Right? So just making sure that when we try and reintroduce the buzz, when we're trying to buzz and do the flutter tongue, it's with a lot of air, large volume, a lot of noise, and we're moving a lot of air. Okay? That's the goal. All right. Let us have a listen to some tunes. What have you been working on this week? What music have you got for me?
We could just stay with flutter tongue if you want to, Alex.
Little bits. So every now and again in your practice, just come back to it. Right? I have there's a piece that I'm playing from Shostakovich's Fifth Symphony, and there's this little part of it. There's a solo. it's really hard and it's exhausting, right? So I try to do it as sparingly as possible, right? But just lots of little goes at it. So every time I come to it, my mind is fresh, my lips are fresh. I do it a go, and it might not be that version of it. I might just spend some time going. And that's it, and then I move on to something else, right? So that the habits I'm building, every time I go for it, I am fresh, I'm in a positive frame of mind. Whereas conversely, I could do what my old practice habit would used to be, which would spend half an hour just on that one excerpt, and I'd be so tired and stressed out. And that's what I was habituating in regards to that excerpt. We don't want that. So, flutter tongue, right? You do some playing, you play flexibility, okay. Great, back to flexibility. Cool, flutter tongue. Okay, now some music. Flutter tongue. You just sprinkle it throughout your practice. Same with the hand stopping, okay? Just no more than 5 goes at any one attempt. Deal?
Sure.
Deal. Great. What music have we got?
We've got summertime. What part do you want to play?
Yes.
Play?
Yes, summertime. Go for it from the top. Find an F sharp first and then go for it.
Thank you.
Hello. One second, Esther. Hello. I was expecting you a bit later. Are you in here now?
Yep.
You need the space? Okay, I'll shift out. I'll come back for my stuff. Is that all right? Leave it here for now, and I'll just move my laptop and iPad.
So we're here every Thursday. You know that?
Yeah, it's all right. So I've just got a Zoom lesson. I'll come back and chat to you in a sec, and I'll come back for those guys too.
What's that? You're here again.
No, I'm going to leave these here for now. I'm just going to clear out to a second room.
So Julian, this is Anastasia.
Hello.
Julian.
Sorry, Esther. Beg your pardon. All right. Beg your pardon, team. Be right back. Hi. All right, Esther, when you're ready, summertime. Ready? It's noisy here, isn't it?
Okay, or you just stopping?
No, we're going. Can you hear me? Just had to find a different space. Good. Carry on.
Is there something wrong?
No, it's beautiful. Carry on.
Oh, okay. Well, you should have. I thought you were hurt. It said I thought you talked to me. That's why I stopped.
No, sorry. I had someone else come into the room that I was using, and I needed to move. Here we are in a different space. All right, can you play? Summertime.
Okay. Come on, keep it going.